I'd never thought I'd make a video like this, but here we are. As you all know, TikTok is getting banned real soon, so obviously we're going to talk about it. Now, me personally, I do not give a shit that this app is getting banned. And please excuse the language, but I genuinely cannot give a single fuck about this app being banned. Now, obviously, those are my personal opinions about this situation, but just because I don't care about this app being banned, that doesn't mean I'm going to be insensitive to the people who do care about this app being banned. Here's a couple of reasons why I just simply don't care. Now, I've been making videos on TikTok since 2020. Obviously, during the pandemic, I got really bored. I had no intentions of being a content creator. I was just bored and I needed something to pass the time. Then I started making videos about an anime called Fire Force, and that just blew up. And ever since then, I was just like, since it's blown up, I might as well continue with it. Now, I signed up with the Content Creator Fund about a year later, but here's where things get a little twisted. Now, one of the main reasons why I do not care about this app being banned is because I barely got paid to do the content that I did. I've been on this app for 4 years. I've been a part of the Creator Fund for 3.5 years. And you would not guess how much money I made in total out of all those years making content. $55. I made $55 within the 3.5 years I've been a part of the Creator Fund. Let that sink in. And on top of that, I wasn't getting invited to events, and if I did, it would be because a friend of mine or a mutual of mine would invite me as a +1. I wasn't doing any PR work, I wasn't being sent gifts, I wasn't being presented with opportunities. I even almost got scammed because somebody tried to pose themselves as a brand that I'm very familiar with. And I actually emailed it back because I really thought it was them, but that was my fault. I was new to the whole content creation thing, but now I know. But again, there was no new opportunities that came my way because of this app. I would come home at night from my horrible, shitty retail job, sit in front of my desk as I'm doing right now, record 3 videos back to back, go to bed, wake up the next morning, go to work, and then do the same shit the next day. Now, I wasn't able to buy a car or even move out with this whole content creation journey. And in a way, I kind of appreciate it because, you know, it kept me humble. But overall, TikTok quite literally do nothing for me as far as the monetary side of things. But other than that, the one thing that TikTok did do for me is create a community. And on top of that, meet new friends who some that I call family. And it literally wasn't until this year alone where I started to make new connections, and hopefully I could utilize those connections going into next year so that actual opportunities can come my way so that content creation can change my life. But that's for the year 2025, and we're talking about right now. And one thing I want to mention to the people who are just consumers of content and aren't content creators, even for the creators that do get paid, they're getting paid scraps. Yes, they may have enough money to live a certain lifestyle and maintain that lifestyle, but just know that some creators get paid, but they deserve a lot more than what they're getting paid, especially the Black creators. We are getting paid scraps compared to our counterpart creators. So again, just because I do not care about this app being banned, that doesn't mean I'm going to be insensitive to other people who do care about this app being banned. Especially with the people whose life has changed because of this app. And I know the easiest way to answer to them is basically just saying, there's always going to be another app, just move on to another app, migrate to another app. But do you know how hard it is to regain a community? I know this firsthand because I've been shadow banned for the past 2 years. Now, as far as the app being banned, I kind of got over TikTok a long time ago, way before the lawsuits came in. I was already focusing on YouTube and I was already focusing on Twitch. So like I've slowly like strayed away from TikTok. I would post here and there just to let people know that like I'm still alive. But every time I post, I realize how many followers I have, and seeing that my videos don't go past 400, 500 views, I'm like, okay, that just reminded me why I just don't care about this app anymore. Now, one last thing, because I know this video is pretty long and I know a lot of people don't have high attention spans. For the people who aren't creators and for the people who just consume content and who just follow their faves on, you know, social media, you're gonna be fine, okay? And as I said earlier on in this video, there will always be another app because that's just how this world works. But I think the main reason why this TikTok ban is hitting people a lot more than expected is because the lifespan of social media used to be a lot longer than it was today. For example, we have Instagram, Twitter, or now X for literally a decade and a half now. But now we're in this transitional period where apps' lifespans are like 3-4 years, and then we're on to the next. And unfortunately, this is a cycle that we have to get used to because this is the new future of social media. Because trends and content are moving really fast within the apps, the actual environment of the apps and the way they work in the business externally are also moving fast. And the question is not whether or not what we're going to do next after TikTok is going to be banned, because we all know what we're going to do. We're just going to find another app. But the real question is, do we have the resilience and what it takes to keep up with the constant short lifespans of these different apps? So if you have the time and energy to keep up with all these apps and the short life cycles of those apps, y'all know where to find me. The link is in the bio. And this is not goodbye. This is more of like a see you later, you know? So yeah, again, this is very unfortunate. But like I said before, I don't care. But I don't say I don't care in a negative way. I just say I don't care because it hasn't done anything for me. So we just gotta wait to see what the future is gonna give us. So I'll see y'all when I see y'all.